Jemina, and thanks very much for having me. Fact is, a lot of the liquidity, the volumes already for quite some time went from the trading line in the UK to the trading line in Frankfurt. So on the back of this, we were actually approached last summer by shareholders whether our dual listing that we still have still makes sense. And on the back of that, we've had many discussions. We went into a structured process. And in the end, we put this to shareholders to vote on it. Does it still make sense to have a dual listing or go for a single listing in Frankfurt where liquidity already is today?
How much of that decision by the shareholders do you think is motivated by the very discounted share price for TUI and the fact that the FTSE 100 in general trades at a deep discount to other stock market indices?
I think it's a very good question indeed. It's a lot of comments were about, if we were to go to Frankfurt, liquidity would be at one pool only. That is something I heard from a lot of shareholders. The other point was that a lot said, then you are more prominent in the MDAX than where you are today in the FTSE 250. And there were also some comments that this could be a more challenging market environment today. At the same time, this is for us very difficult to measure. And what I can understand is moving in the MDAX in a very prominent position. That's, of course, something which may attract some shareholders or many shareholders.
Of course, that is the hope. Let's talk about the results yesterday. You had quite a strong set of results, confirming a strong trend, revenues reaching a historical record, profits finally in positive territory. So what is driving this turnaround within the company?
Yes, absolutely. I think first, the demand for holidays, that's unchanged. So wherever you look, any consumer research suggests holidays, leisure spend is ranked really high and prioritized. And I think against this background, we were on a recovery path and a lot of the ingredients really now materialized. The recovery in cruises, recovery in market and airlines. Last year, we couldn't hedge the way we wanted. So we went into this quarter kind of with the right ingredients and for the first time after COVID could really execute the potential of the firm. Yeah. I think that's in a nutshell what the background of this strong quarter is.
I've read a lot of analyst commentary and many of them were positively surprised with your EBITDA numbers, your profit numbers. Let me ask you what visibility you have on cost progression throughout the course of 2024, because there are a lot of cost pressures coming through. And I know that within Germany, there's a lot of macro talk about wage negotiations that are taking place. How do you think that's going to impact the bottom line within TUI?
Yeah, I think costs, indeed, we need to be disciplined every day. I think the cost pressure is less than it was last year. At the same time, you can also see there is a limit to what the consumer is prepared to spend. So you need to work to get consumers over the line. And that accounts for all markets. So I would say we have prices which are up year on year 4%, both for the summer and for the winter. That's okay to pass over inflation, but at the same time, it requires a lot of discipline on all costs.